Excellencies, heads of states, honorable ministers and members of parliament, distinguished national delegates, allies, friends, and fellow fighters. It is my great honor to welcome you to the Women Political Leaders Summit 2021. We are in for a treat. The Women Political Leaders Summit is co-chaired with the United Nations Deputy Secretary General, Amina Mohammed. We receive wonderful advisory support from the United Nations Office for Partnerships. And we have an amazing lineup of more than 100 top speakers and discussants with us today. They come from more than 66 countries. They are heads of states, of UN agencies, ministers, speakers of parliaments, parliamentarians, and corporate C-suite executives. A special welcome also to the thousands of influencers, movers and shakers watching the WPL Summit from around the world. We are all here to move from words to action, from speaking lines to budget lines, to build forward and determine the new normal. And as Amina would say, to rise for all. The Women Political Leaders Summit comes at a crucial time for the world, a time where we face the devastating effects of climate change, growing poverty, sexism, hate, and inequality, and are slowly seeing signs of recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. It is the time to raise our collective voices for change and for a new normal. We want societies where women are an equal part of every aspect of life, in private and public, in the economy and decision-making. Having more women leaders in all their rich diversity is an imperative and essential if we want to build more resilient, inclusive and equitable societies. And that indeed is what we want. The remarks and discussions you will hear today will showcase experiences and solutions from across the globe. They will hone in on the individual change needed in each and every one of us, on new leadership, competencies, and characteristics, and on the wider systemic changes required to get to a new normal. And it all happens on the eve of the upcoming Generation Equality Forum, led by UN Women. More about that later. I'm very happy to see so many partners with us here today. And I'm happy to see the participation of strong men. Men, whether as fathers, brothers, husbands, political leaders, influencers, or allies, are essential partners in achieving the change we need. Before I hand over the floor to a very special woman and wish you an amazing summit day, I want to say thanks to all who worked so hard to make this summit happen. Thank you. I also want to ask a favor of all of you watching and participating. Please make some noise on social media and make sure that this conversation echoes around the world by using the hashtags hashtag WPL Summit 21, hashtag Act for Equal, and hashtag Rise for All. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce the WPL Summit co-chair, a friend, tireless fighter, and distinguished UN leader, a fellow former political leader from Nigeria, the designated driver of the Sustainable Development Goals, and the Women Rise for All initiative. Please welcome the amazing Amina Mohammed, Deputy UN Secretary General.